Hey guys, I'm Philip with Royal Range USA here in Nashville, Tennessee. Once again, I have Bob Allen, our Director of Training, and we're going to be talking about some of the misconceptions or even myths about what really happens when you get into an altercation. A gunfight, whether you be at home or in your vehicle, or maybe even out in public. So what are some of the biggest misconceptions about what really happens to someone in a situation like that?
You know, Phil, we see people practice on the range a whole lot, and they practice in this best case scenario of practicing two-handed, taking their time, getting their gun out, and things like that. And realistically, if you watch videos wherever, on YouTube, or if you've been around them in real life, you notice that most of those do not have a lot of time. They're over in 3 to 5 seconds. Most of the time, generally we're moving and the person who's trying to assault us is moving. And almost in every video you watch, they're shooting one-handed. A critical thing to work on in your self-defense and in competitive shooting, we still shoot one-handed a whole lot in competitive shooting, is that you're able to function the gun and hit the target one-handed.
So let's talk about the drill that you ran today, kind of demonstrating. Walk us through some of the different objects you were using, why you were using them, and the thought process of how you engage a target.
Yeah, so in one drill you saw that stayed stationary and had like a bag in my hand that some of us carry our computers in. And then when I thought the threat was there, I kept the bag in my hand and I drew the pistol out and shot strong hand only. In another part of that drill, you actually saw me shoot strong hand only and drop the bag and then finish up two-handed. So again, you know, the thought is if I could get two hands on the pistol in a reasonable time limit, then two-handed shooting is always more accurate than one-handed shooting. But sometimes that just is not possible. Sometimes you have to draw it out one-handed because it is quicker. And then when the time works out for you, you can get two hands on the pistol. One of the other drills that you'll see us do is after the shots were fired two-handed, I actually got a flashlight out of my pocket and used it so that you could, and if this were in a low light situation, that you could identify that the threat is no longer a problem or see what it's doing on the ground to identify it. And then lastly, you remember the drill that you and I did together, where you and I are standing talking like a bunch of friends do. I see a problem coming behind you, like it could be a family member. I have to shove the family member out of the way and draw and deal with the threat itself. So as I shoved Philip out of the way, you notice I drew one-handed and dealt with the threat. He stepped out of the line of fire. So just all things that we may find out that I may need to know how to do in life. Hopefully it never occurs to you, but it's always better to need it, not have it, than I need it and don't have it. So to master the handgun, we'd say we should be able to shoot it as efficiently support-handed only, strong-handed only, as I do freestyle, shooting it two-handed. That's the way we can master the one we're running. And that means doing malfunctions, reloads, everything we know we do two-handed, I need to be able to do one-handed, and so do you.
So this is certainly an awesome drill to get yourself out of your comfort zone and push the limits a bit. We certainly want to recommend being safe. That's why we don't have any time limit on this, is go slow, be deliberate, and make sure everything is safe. From Royal Range USA in Nashville, Tennessee, I'm Philip, this is Bob. Thanks for watching.